Up in the booth with me tonight, it is Dalator and obviously yours truly, Code Red Dew. And yet we have a lot in store for you guys because we're going Talladega racing, ladies and gentlemen. And yet this is something that we all definitely need to look forward to, especially for someone who loves this racetrack a lot. So very excited to see what we have in store. Last week we had our winner at who at Homestead, and it will be always Joker. And then the question is who's moving on to the next round with Joker? Well, we're about to find out here shortly because it's going to be really an interesting race from what we saw in the Xfinity Series. We saw Masopes being the two-time winner and yet going back to back, winning at both Homestead and now winning at Talladega. Could we see that from Joker? And yet, let me go ahead and pull up the standings real quick. So yet it is Joker who's now advanced into the next round, but right behind him with 64 points, who potentially will be able to get a chance to move on to the round six, will be the Heredia God, and then right behind him is Riley 48, and then next up it is I'm Captain Jack, who is looking to be who's 26 points to the good right now, so he's looking still good. Someone who was up in the booth for the Xfinity series in broadcast booth, and that was Brody, and then Nobes, but yet it is Drunkfest with 12 points below the cutoff line, and O'Dillon with 29 points below the cutoff line. And yet, welcome to the booth, Mr. Dalator. Are you?
Hey, buddy, you got me?
Yeah, I've got you loud and clear.
Cool, cool. What's up, guys?
Alrighty, we're just talking about the standings right now, and being last would be O'Dillon. So, want to ask you, since we know that now it's looking like to be both Joker and eventually Heredia God, if he can be able to get the points, he should be able to move on to the next round. What is some of the keys to be able to win at Talladega? Obviously, it's a track that you can't predict, but it's a track to where you're gonna have to have some allies with you.
Yeah, so one of the things that you want to really, really try to hone in on at Talladega is to be really patient. You just said it really well there, is that this is a very unpredictable track, but the one thing that you can predict is how patient and how you manage your own race. It's not going to be a race that you're going to have go exactly the way that you want it. It never is, and it never will be. But it's how you come to figure out what you got to do when adversity hits you, when it doesn't go your way, to really set yourself up for the end of the race. So there's going to be a lot of drivers here that I think are going to be taking it easy in the race. There's going to be, I think, a bit of non-playoff drivers here tonight too. So you're going to also have to do a little bit of head count to see who's not in the playoffs and who may help you and who may go with manufacturer alliances, who may go with team alliances, things like that. They're really all going to come into play here.
Very, 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 very. Gonna say that better myself. So yet, let's go ahead and tell you who's going to be in the field tonight. We might have a short field compared to the field that we usually have, and it's going to be Nobes, A Trout, JoJo, LT Resistance, Overbeak, Mike G, Fire Slayer, Drunkfest Riley, and Heredia God, which is waiting on the three who currently did not qualify.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple that are going to join up after qualifying is done, and I think qualifying just ended now. There were 11 cars in qualifying, so we may be having a 12, 13 car field. Based off of attendance, it looks that could be the case.
That is true. That is true. I think this race is about to get. Personally, me, I think this race is about to be something that we all need to keep an eye on because, like I told JoJo, today makes it 1 year, 1 season ago since I joined Hennessy up in the broadcast booth with me and my soaps. And on that race, we saw Riley and Joker um, and Brody working together. So yet the question
Mm-hmm.
is, will that be the case for this race? I can definitely see it, considering how good that those three work together. and then, or should I say, quote unquote, that Chevy dominance that we could be seeing tonight.
Brody's one of the better pushers in Hennessy right now when it comes to super speedways. He has the ability to glue himself to your rear bumper and push you forward, and he's not afraid to go to the outside. That's a thing that you're going to have to do here. So if he sees a car in front of him and he's got help behind him, that'll be the line that moves. Riley and Joker, we're going to work together. Those teammates are really good at doing so. Captain Jack, I think he's pretty clear as far as getting himself into a good position to get into the next round. He's going to go for the win. He won Daytona, but I don't think that he's really going to be too aggressive when it comes to making that move. So we'll have to see.
We're currently waiting on the Heredia God. He should be joining us. So yeah, everybody's wondering where is Heredia. So Heredia, if you're seeing this or you're hearing this, please come to the cup race chat.
Heredia
Currently
to the Cup chat. Heredia to the Cup chat. Drop your Big Mac. Heredia to the Cup chat.
drop your honey bun, drop your Pepsi. So we're currently waiting on him at the moment, but yet everyone's wondering where he is. Where's Heredia? So yet Heredia, if you're seeing this, bud, please report to the race cup chat. And everyone's blowing up the chat trying to figure out where he is.
All right, everybody, let's hope we have a good race. And for those watching,
Oh, hey,
Slasha.
hang on. Let me get my frostbite dew out of my mini fridge. I'm with you there, buddy. Alrighty.
Got something a little bit stronger than a frostbite dew.
Oh yeah.
But hey, man, we're all good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Always happy to be up in the broadcast with you. A lot of fun. So you got the invites, right?
I did just get the invite, so I'm waiting on them to
Tell
start
us.
the countdown.
Yep, I agree. I only think Tiger's in this. Well, maybe we'll see. Yeah, Tiger's not gonna be racing with us. They're all trying to find Heredia. We got some good news though. He is on his way. All right, Heredia God's on his way. But yet, while we take the time, we want to be able to tell you about our schedule for the remainder of the season. Make sure you guys tune in for this coming Wednesday. It'll be our Truck Series race at Homestead, Miami. Obviously, I got eliminated due to work, but yet, nevertheless, I'll be there to have a lot of fun, to get a chance to race with the trucks as well. And obviously, you're going to see my broadcast colleague, Dalator, who will be in there. And yet, uh, even though I don't have many teammates, I definitely want to see Dalator, you win this race for to be able to move on to Chicagoland.
Appreciate it. It's going to be a tough task. Mile and a half. I love Homestead in real life. Homestead in other games has been really, really kind to me. Not so much in Heat 5, but I think Homestead, regardless of whether you like it or not, is going to be a place where you're going to have to manage your stuff and really, really race the track and not other drivers. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on in that. Looking for a good finish, and hopefully I have enough points after Homestead to make it a pretty smooth sailing race at Bristol. So we'll find out.
All right, great. We're allowed to go ahead and join. We're allowed to go ahead and join. Go ahead and. All right, and like before, as I mentioned, obviously I got eliminated, but yet even though I did get a chance to be in the playoffs, I can say I was very, very blessed with the opportunity. I had a lot of fun, and it was always so fun to get a chance to race with the competitive drivers that we have in the Truck Series. So thankful for the opportunity, and they're very, very thankful for all my friends, my family, and all my supporters. Alrighty. Yep. Definitely want to wish good luck to the playoff drivers. Short field, but yet it still could be the same crazy Talladega race that we all know. So here,
Mm-hmm.
Drunk Fest with the pole Green flag, here he goes up in the air, and look who's right. Mr. JoJo himself is in P2.
Yeah, JoJo had a good qualifying, it looks like, and I think Drunk hit 47 seconds flat. So that's
Wow.
an extremely good lap for Cup qualifying. Do want to point out that stage 1 is 29 laps, so you are going to have to pit at least one time here. They might be able to get it to stretch to the end of the second fuel load. Would like to see how that plays out, because I think a fuel load here is about 14 laps. So if you're able to save a lap, they'll be able to make it. So let's see who's able to save and who is in go mode.
And real quick, I want to send a shout out to the 18 of A Trout for running one of my favorite schemes that the 18's always run, which is the interstate battery scheme. I've always loved seeing it, and glad he's running that tonight.
The interstate battery scheme goes back to the very inception of Joe Gibbs Racing. Interstate Batteries has been a partner of theirs since 1993 when they started. 1992 was actually the first time that Joe Gibbs entered a car in the Cup Series with the number 18 as their banner car.
Wow.
Interstate Batteries was their sponsor. And in 93, when they picked up Dale Jarrett, they really hit the ground running when they won the Daytona 500. So that's one of those combinations that you will always see throughout history, is the 18, Joe Gibbs, and Interstate Battery. So yeah, no matter what the paint scheme is on that thing, that's always a good car to see. Just like the Petty 43 in STP.
I definitely do agree. I definitely appreciate the history fact on the 18 and the interstate battery scheme. Every time I see interstate batteries, anything, whenever I'm out, hanging out and seeing a couple of things, it always reminds me of all those paint schemes that the 18's run with it. So, thank you for that. And yet, it looks like the second line, it looks to be the 48 to 3 and the 88. They're trying to be able to build a second line. They could do it. And that second line is starting to be really strong compared to the 3. The 3 might
Looks
get
like
knocked
Joker
out.
just pushed the 3 out there, yeah. And the 18's down low.
Oh, the 42's going to
40.
the pits.
Oh,
42's
42 just got pushed into the pits.
Oh man, that is not good. Man, you just hate that. You really hate that. But yeah.
Well, good thing for Brody is that it happens early.
And not only that, but yeah, even though he's by himself, he may not be in a spot to where he could be getting lapped. So that hopefully that isn't the case for him. I'm gonna keep an eye on the 42, see how his situation is right now. The Lears could be coming over turn 3, but yet could he come out? Brody must have got a penalty because he is still in pits. Now he's coming out.
Yeah, he tried to check up, and I think, well, obviously there's not too much time to check up when you're that close to pit entry, so it's unfortunate for him, but like I said, if the pack continues to stay like this, by the time the third stage rolls around, he'll be right back in the mix.
I definitely do agree, but yet this is definitely an interesting top 5 we're seeing right now. Drunkfest, who I mentioned is currently last in the points. He needs to be able to have a good points race, but yet now that with O'Dillon not being involved with this race, he could be able to get exactly what he's needing right now.
Yeah, O'Dillon puts himself in a must-win position for Bristol coming up next race on Thursday. It is a good track for Dillon, but hey, man, he was at the Talladega race in real life, so that's on my bucket list to hit. So good on him for being able to go. So would have loved to have gotten down there for this one. Jealous that he did. So hey, man, he knows what he's got to do coming up.
Trust me, we all have a lot of things that on our bucket list that we definitely want to cross. At least for me, finally, after last Friday, I can say I finally got an autograph from the man Stink for himself, which is pretty cool. And I got a chance to meet the guy.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. But yet, look at this. You got 2 Penske drivers. You got two Stuart Haas racing drivers. And then you got 1 Hendrick driver in the top 5. So 2 Fords and 1 Chevy right now That is your top five, and then I said that now two forwards, sorry, not two forwards. What was I saying? Four forwards and a Toyota right now. My apologies.
Well, you see that I think the inside line is, they're content to run right now. Drunk's going to use up a little bit more gas, but this isn't really the stage that you need to worry about gas. If he comes a lap earlier than the majority of the pack, I think he's still in a decent position. It's really that third stage that you have to worry about. So, personally, I use the first two stages here as a test for the third. But Drunk looks really, really solid out front, and JoJo has not done anything to really challenge him. He's content riding there in second, and the 21 in third, he's content, and I think the 14 is as well.
I definitely do agree with the 14. And here comes that second line. The 88 about swerved, and yet they tried to build a second line, but yet I don't know what happened with the 88, but that was a really, really bad decision.
Yeah, but that also doesn't hurt him too much. So he's still in the pack, still got time. He's already advanced. Like Masopsa in the Xfinity race, which congratulations to him for winning that one. Back-to-back wins for him. This is pretty much playing with house money. So anything that he does here, he doesn't really have too much consequences to really be worried about.
Definitely do agree right now, but yet, like I mentioned, top five has been all Fords, but now there's that one Chevy who's looking to ruin this little Ford party, and yet
And there goes the 88.
He's going to try to build a second line right now. Could he be able to get the second line that he needs to be able to break all these Fords together? And then here comes contact being made between the 14 and the 88. That would look like. Let's go ahead and ride along with the 88 from his hood cam. I think Riley and Fire Slayer is going to allow the 88 to come down. And he is currently right behind the 20 of LTX Resistance. So even though Joker he might be looking far back, but yet he's got a really good line coming away. He's got a really good time for him to go up there. Good run, but yet the question is, can he be able to execute it on this group of Toyotas and the Fords?
He's going to need some help. Yeah.
Obviously, the Chevys are going to want to be able to stay in a party together for the most part. I think it's, even though you want to be able to ruin this line of Fords and Toyotas, this is a really bad call. As we saw right there with the 42 and the 22 of Brody and Mike G, they're working together, but yet they're just trying to be able to hold on. I don't know what happened to the 22 there.
He got caught up in the issue where Brody sped down pit road. Brody was checking up to avoid something, and then caught the 22, I think, by surprise there. So 22 isn't obviously with the draft, but they're coming to, I believe, 20 or so to go in the stage here. So he should be able to stay on the lead lap. And again, Brody should be able to get the lucky dog, regardless of what happens. So, good things. If you are to have an issue early, if you are to have an issue, early is the time to have it.
Definitely do agree. Right with you there, buddy. Let's go ahead and get back up with our leader and Drunk Fest.
Yeah, at this point in the race, I think what you're going to see is a lot of people just riding around. Not to say that everybody's content where they're running, but this isn't the time to really make a move. You see Joker laying back. The Chevys kind of have a little bit of a gap between the front five. They're going to get them here coming off of 2. But how far will they be able to advance? And if they do advance, do they clear anybody? I mean, this is just a test.
The question is, what can the second line of drivers being led by always Joker do to be able to execute all these Fords? And yet you even got looks like to be potentially maybe now 2 Toyotas in the mix. And as I said that, some went to the inside line, but yet what can this group do? Let's go ahead and ride along with the always Joker from his hood cam.
He looks to have stalled out next to the 14, and it looks like the 19 is back up next to the 88. So it's a good trial. The 20 was able to get down, so he might leapfrog the 88 here. Good move on him, but again, this is just, you know, practice for later on.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. Still riding along with Joker from my point of view from his hood cam, and yet he's going to let the Toyotas go by, I believe, and Fire Slayer, but I think Ubi's going to let him come down, and we thought that he was going to let Captain Jack come down, now he does. It seems like Joker will have good runs, but he won't be able to get a chance to execute them. He's got the draft, and then once he approaches someone, he can try to get a chance to make a move on the outside, but that is not the case.
Yeah, so it looks like he's able to get possibly 2 cars, like to advance 2 cars, and then the run stalls out. So he's going to need a lot of energy tightly packed behind him and a lot of cooperation from those who are working with him behind him to help him move forward. Mentioned it in the Xfinity broadcast, and I think it kind of holds true here in the Cup side as well, is for Joker to really get himself up to the 41, what he's going to need is one of these Fords to jump out of line. Maybe the 19, since he's not really, he really doesn't have an allegiance with those front 4. If he were to go with Joker in the 88, they might make a little bit more ground up on the 41, but unless somebody like the 2 or the 21 jump up there, the 88's going to just fall back to the position he started in.
And as you said that, we definitely do see a couple of Chevys going below the yellow line, so it looks like it's going to be Joker and a couple others. Let's see what they can do here. I don't know if... Well, no mind.
I don't... I don't think you're pitting yet.
Yeah, it looked like they went below the yellow line, but I guess they're not going to until they signal that they're pitting. So,
yeah, well, I want to thank Nobes for having a stream on tonight, so I'm able to get some live statistics on what it looks like on fuel. 13 laps to go in stage 1 here, 5 laps on their fuel tanks. I don't think that anybody's going to really come in for the next 3 laps. 4 laps, yes, possibly, just so you're not cutting it too close. This isn't one of those run the whole tank out on the first one and then try to save a little bit on the second. So, it looks like the 88 and the 9 are jumping down.
That's, yeah, it looks like looks like to be all the Chevys. It looks to be the 48, the 88, the 9, and then Fire Slayer, and surprisingly enough, the 20 of LTX Resistance.
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah, it looks interesting fact that he didn't stick with his Ford.
And here comes the Fords. The Fords are coming down, and the 18 is staying out. That's a little bit of a questionable call right there. If I was 18, go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
I'll say if I was 18, I would go with the Fords. I mean, you got a great group of drivers to work with. Mm-hmm. And no mind, he is pitting. I was fixing to say, go ahead.
I think he got stuck on the outside of somebody, so I don't think he could completely signal without dooring someone. So good on him for staying up high, so he didn't cause an accident.
Let's go ahead and keep an eye on this mixture of this group of Chevys right now. The 20 is going to be all by himself. Some say, could he be a DNF if that's the case? Wait, where's I going to put Brody and Mike G at? Could they be the leaders?
I'm looking for it right now.
Let's go ahead and
22 is the leader. So 22 has stayed out. I think him and obviously the 42 has an extra lap or two on gas, but it doesn't seem like he's going to clearly make it. But they'll pit together to stay with each other. Somebody's down on the inside. Who's that?
That might be the 20. I seen the 20 right before I switched drivers, and that was never mind. He's gone. The 20's gone. I don't know who. Where's this at?
Yeah, 20. Yeah, 20. Something happened to the 20. 20's got a completely damaged front end. I don't know what happened to him at all.
That could be a really good question. But looks like we have a new leader now. Looks to be the 18 of A Trout.
He had a really good pit stop. The way he got on pit road was a lot better than a lot of the other guys that he pitted with. But them Chevys, they got an outside line moving, and Drunk is leading a Chevy brigade out there.
He's leading the cavalry right now with the 18, the 19, the 14 on the inside. And as soon as I said that, here comes the 9 joining in along with the 2 on the inside line. I'm really surprised that the 18 is still holding on to his lead with his teammate and the big man right behind him.
Yeah, I mean there's 4 cars on the outside, 5 cars on the inside, so this is going to be pretty even. Inside's going to prevail because it looks like they're a little bit tighter as the 88 bounces off the 9. It looks like the 41 just got down in front of the 14. I guess that might have been a teammate helping another teammate out there.
Let's go ahead. That's true. See it. We often don't see the Toyotas having this much impact, but yet here we are with your 2 leaders up front, and that is the 18 and the 19 of A Trout and Big Man following along behind him. 2 forwards being the 41 of Drunkfest and the 14 of Nobes, and then riding out the top 5 is Riley in that 48.
Yeah, the 2 in the front are non-playoff drivers at this rate. So it's going to make Bristol another race where you're going to have to run in. So this is interesting. Obviously, we got a long way to go, but you're going to see the Chevys look like they're going to team up on the Fords and Toyotas, and in a lot of regards, is that the Chevys are really, simulation imitates real life. And in this case, this kind of looks like Sunday.
I definitely do agree. Looks like that line of Chevys ain't going to be able to get a chance to run up there unless one of them could make a mistake. And it looks like Riley Joker's going to take... Oh, the 48 gets knocked out of the way. And yet he's losing a couple spots. Lost a couple spots to Joker. And now to Captain Jack. And then not to Fire Slayer. Fire Slayer just allowed him to come back in.
Yeah, they've got 6 or 7 laps, so they're gonna figure out what they got to do to get back up there, and see what they can do as far as getting some stage points, maybe even a stage win here.
That is for sure. And the Heredia God made some comments. And yeah, I'm not gonna repeat what he said, but if you're a driver in the chat, then you should definitely know what he said.
He overslept.
Yeah,
that
did.
Sucks.
Well, even though I won't be able to get a chance to call the Bristol race, I think what we do need to keep an eye on is see how good he is as a short track racer.
Yeah, I mean, he won Bristol last time out by saving from the very get-go of Stage 3. How he did that, I don't know. How he even was that quick, I don't know. But then again, I'm asking that a lot of Heredia, is how is he so quick all the time? every track we go to, he's very fast. So
And
he's got something figured out, and I don't know what it is, but good on him for finding it.
not only that, but yeah, for as young as he is, he's got so much knowledge at these racetracks. It's incredibly amazing for someone who's his age. Oh, the 14 gets knocked down. The 14. Oh, the 14 bout calls her back. I hear some crunching in the back. Who is that?
48's around.
48th around. Oh man.
Oh, look, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I think the whole thing started when Joker was pushing the 14. I don't know if the 14 maybe hit a glitch or what, but it seems like, obviously Riley is the unfortunate victim of that one.
And yet, right now, you're keeping an eye on potentially the top five drivers in stage one, being A Trout, Big Man, looks to be the 41 of Drunkfest, the 9 of Captain Jack, and the 2 of JoJo.
Don't count out that second group of 3 cars. They still seem like they may have a sniff of the draft. So we've got 3 laps to go in the stage. They may catch them. I don't think they're going to have too much to say about who wins the stage. But with JoJo constantly moving up and trying to do something on his own, he's allowing that second pack to really close in here.
Right along with Fire Slayer from his hood cam to see if they have enough time to be able to make it to it. And it looks like Nobes will eventually get up there. Catch
They're going to get a good run here.
Really good run. The question is, can they be able to perform a second line, which they do, but who's joining them, I don't know, but Nobes has got a good run. A really good run by Nobes. Nobes is still holding on to that outside line. I'm really surprised. He's looking to be really good. As we go, what, 2 to go now? Oh, glitch! Something happened. The 9's wrecking, the 2's wrecking, the 14's wrecking. That is a caution, ladies and gentlemen. That is... Oof. What happened there? I don't know, but... That is not a caution, surprisingly enough, and yet we're still green. Man, you just hate that for Nobes. But yet, still in stage 1 though. He's got a lot of time to repair that damage, but let's go get back up to the front. We're approaching to the green flag, sort of to the white flag. Might add my apologies. See how this pack can do. 18 is looking really good with this 19 right now. 41 is going to try to be able to make a move. Could he get Joker or Fire Slayer involved? And they're not going to run with him. And yet they're going to block Joker for the stage win. Joker to the grass. Stage 1 winner. And it's going to be A-Trout, but who beat him to the line between the 19 and 3? That I don't know. Wow. And that was for stage 1, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Dallas, you got a copy? Don't know what happened to Dallas. Where is he? Yeah, he's still with us. Oof. That was crazy. That was crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. He's telling me that he's having some technical difficulties, so yet we'll wait on Delator, but nevertheless, that was a really crazy ending to stage 1. 18, either the 19 and the 3, and I think the 41. So that was insane.
Hey, you got me here?
Yeah, got your copy loud and clear, bud.
All right. Cool, cool. Yep. Had some issues. Sorry about that. Controller died on me, so had to grab the the spare. Didn't
Man,
expect that.
didn't expect that finish. Green flags back in the air. That was something crazy right there.
Yeah, that was a crazy finish, and as we had mentioned too, Brody, luckily enough, got the free pass. So back on the lead lap, back in contention. So
Oh,
stage 2 is 27 laps. So here we go.
let's go ahead and we're right along with Joker right now. But yet, new leader, and that is Brody's driver in the 3 of the of Fire Slayer. It's good for him to get a chance to be up in front, get a chance to take the lead away from the 18. Fire Slayer, who was a Truck Series driver, was that good. He got a chance to get this 3 car, and he's got a chance to get some top 5s, some top 10s. But yeah, he's definitely taking advantage of the position he has.
That's for sure. Fire Slayer was one of the guys in the Truck Series early on in the season that you knew he was going to contend for the championship. CGR made a call, wanted him to move all the way from the Trucks to the Cup Series. He hasn't disappointed. It's been a learning curve, but later on in the season, he's come on pretty strong. Now, if he had a full season underneath him, it'd be interesting to see how he would have fared. Maybe even have been a playoff driver because he was very consistent late in the season.
Yeah,
Regular season, that is.
yeah. I was just gonna say, Fire Slayer, who's a really great friend of mine and myself and the Heredity God, he's got so much knowledge. It's really amazing. If you ask him to be a crew chief, he knows the strategies, he knows the calls. Or if you ask him to be a spotter, I mean, he'll help you out for sure. But yeah, in any shape or form, Fire Slayer is one of those drivers who will help you not only on the track, but to help you with the way that the strategy calls are at any racetrack. So definitely glad to see him taking up the lead here.
Yeah, well, that's a product of being from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania breeds some of the smartest people when it comes to NASCAR knowledge and racing knowledge. So, he's got a lot of good genes, and he's got he's showing it here. He can get up to the front. So, Pennsylvania power.
And something I do want to point out that he will be going to Penske next season. And so this will be his final time to run in the 3 car, as he'll potentially be going to the 12 next season.
Mm, that's another Pennsylvania connection. I'm just going to stop being a homer after I tell you this, but Roger Penske started his racing operation in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Philadelphia, not too far away from where I grew up. So there's a lot of racing, unknown racing background in this area, as Penske Trucking and Roger Penske's shop is still there. It's owned by another garage right now, but there is. I'm looking to be one of the first people to bring a historical marker to that spot. I'll announce that now. It's one of my goals is to make sure that this area, the Delaware Valley, is aware that Roger Penske, the great Roger Penske, now the owner of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, got his start in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. So, Fire Slayer going to Penske, it makes me feel a little fuzzy because of how much of a connection that is for people around here that may not know.
Dude, you're so smart with these facts that you got right now, man. Really smart right now, bud. That is something that I did not really think about. So, awesome, awesome known facts. Thank you there, Daltor. Awesome stuff. Definitely want to check that out myself, considering I'm very, very close to Pennsylvania. And yet, 18 should not be coming down below the 3. And here comes that second line being led by what looks to be Ubi. Or no, Captain Jack might add. My apologies.
Mm-hmm.
And see what they can do. They got the 9, the 48, the 22, the 14, and the 20. And what's looking also to be added to it is the 41. So yet, can this pack of second line full of drivers mixed with a little bit of one Toyota, a couple of Chevys, a couple of Fords break in? They're coming up to the 3 right now. And the Nines got the lead away from Fire Slayer. That is Captain Jack.
That's incredible. That outside line has not shown too much speed. Enough to pass the inside line, but here they are. They finally were able to make it work. 4 wide.
Oh boy, definitely want to keep an eye on this. 21, 22, the 40, 41, and looks like now the 42 is going to get 3 wide mix. Mike G just needs to come down, and yet here comes Brody and Drunk Fest to join in with Mike G. Oh, the 14 is going on. Dog out around. Based on the contact, I don't know if it was the 88.
The 88. Oh, yep. It looks like the 88 went up and blocked the 14. 88 was up high. 14 wanted to get around him, and I think the 88 pulled a Logano.
Oh boy! Oh, he's swerving a little bit. Oh, the 20's right behind there. This is a little bit sketchy right here. Something I didn't really think I'd talk about, considering how clean the race was in stage 2 in the Xfinity series, but yet things will get dicey in stage 2, and you're definitely seeing it right now.
Yeah, well, stage points are on the line here, and one of the guys that I think is just sitting back waiting for something else to happen is Drunkfest, who's below the cut line. So wait for things to really work out. There he goes to the middle. Oh, he got the 20. Yep, he got the 22. It looks like the 21 got went up to stop that run, and the 41 gets the 22.
With that being said, the thing might be a little bit awkward. I don't know if it was, I'm pretty sure it wasn't intentional for the 21 and 22, but that could make things awkward in the team chat, knowing what happened right there. But
Oh, you got 2 different perspectives on it. So, yeah, obviously I'd say that the 22 may be a little bit upset over that, but again, as what happened to the 42 in stage 1, you still got time.
Every time I see Joker and them swerving, it makes me nervous a little bit. Here comes, but it's trying to be a second line with Brody.
But what happened to Brody?
Brody got put to he was trying to form a second line, but yet he couldn't be able to do it. I don't know if Nobes accidentally put him to the wall. So yet Brody's going to lose the draft.
Yeah, but that's unfortunate again. It looks like the more things change up front, the more things stay the same out back. Unfortunately, the 42 and the 22 again have lost the draft.
And new leader now looking to be Riley's going to be taking the lead away from his teammate and Captain Jack, and that's going to put Fire Slayer back in the. Never mind, Fire Slayer's going to allow Jack to come back in. Wow, that shows.
Yeah, they're getting in the outside line formed up there.
Oh, the 14, the 21. This is something we need to keep an eye on right back here, there, Dalator. We need to keep an eye on this backpack.
Yep, I got him.
Oh man. We're seeing 2 viewers in the comments, so yeah, if you guys are watching this, please feel free to leave your comments and share your thoughts and opinions. That'd be really awesome. And I said comments, not cautions, like if I did back at the cities.
I think you said cautions.
It's the accent in me. It's the accent in me.
Yeah, that West Virginia accent, you can't barely understand you.
Not too many people do these days.
I got a pretty notable accent myself, I guess. Apparently, from what other people say, there have been Saturday Night Live skits made of mine, so hey, I guess I'm famous in a way.
Maybe so. I mean, I guess I'm just famous because I like Mountain Dew, and plus I'm a redneck.
Yeah. If you got any notable famous people from your area, one person that's from my area that's famous is Tina Fey. If you look at her Saturday Night Live skit with Jimmy Fallon, it kind of hits home a little bit. So your accent versus this accent versus anybody else's, they're the 2 very distinct accents. So back to the front of the field, here we go with the 48 up front there in the 9. Enough about us.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, I don't know. Did you see that lag spike?
It was very small if it was anything. I'm not sure if that was on your screen or if that was overall. But
Yeah.
I didn't notice it too much.
All right. Well, 40 is definitely enjoying this lead. So yet, we'll see what he can do. But here comes JoJo. JoJo's trying to be able to pull something, but as far as Joker is right behind him, I don't know if he can be able to do anything.
I think Joker's just sitting back and waiting.
I definitely agree right now. So far, the top 5 is looking to be the 48, the 9, the 3, the 18, and the 2. That is your current top 5, ladies and gentlemen.
We got
This,
14 laps left in stage 1 here, or stage 2, excuse me.
I'll say, this should
Not
be.
sure what the fuel window looks like. I think
Oh,
we should be coming in within the
oh,
next 5 to 10 laps. Oh, who's that?
that
Is that Joker?
that is Joker.
That's Joker.
Joker bumped the 20, and the 20 bumped the 88 out of the way, and the 20 took his spot.
It's not going to go over well with Joker. 20's going to be on bump 3.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on Joker on this one to see what he does. He's not gonna be too happy with that move.
No, he's not, but he'll remember that one.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. He's gonna try to take a run on the outside, but yet he won't be able to do it. Oh, he's swerving a little bit, but yet he still holds on to his line. See what he can do. He's right. He's still right there on the 20s bumpers. So yet, we'll definitely keep an eye on Joker come forward. But yet, let's go ahead and get back up there with the leaders up there. You're seeing the 48, the 9, and the 3 once again. And Joan has been a really good lead for Riley. All right. Sorry about that here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back into it. And the field window should be interesting.
Yeah, I think they may have 5 laps of fuel left. So, fuel not an issue really in stage 1, as in stage 2. But again, these first 2 stages, to those who get stage points, great on you guys. Stage 3 is where the pay window opens up and where fuel strategy really comes into effect here. Did in the Truck Series race, would have in the Xfinity Series race if there wasn't a caution that was called. I think that it's going to play a factor here in the Cup Series race. It always has been. So we'll be curious to see what these guys are going to do. Who's going to stay out in front? Are they going to parade around single file like they are now, or are they all going to go for it?
That's a big question here. Let's see what they can do at the moment. It looks like you do see a couple of drivers. Looks like Joker, maybe the 20's going to the pits. Some cars are going to the pits right now. And here they're coming up to 41. Looks like the 41's going to the pits. And he's going by himself. No, he's got the 14 and the 19 right behind him.
Yeah, those guys are probably in a chat together, so they probably all talked about that. I think they may have all gotten a speeding penalty, though.
No. To answer the question, Dylan is currently not racing right now. He is currently he didn't make it, so Dylan is not involved with this race. And Heredia made a comment. He said, "Now we see if I'm good at still to the good at heading to Bristol with the eyeballs." Oh
Oh,
wow!
the 21 almost. Oof,
Wow!
I don't
18's
know
gonna
if
get
he. Oof.
18's gonna get a penalty. That's a penalty from a mile
Yeah,
away.
yeah. The 21. I'm not sure if he hesitated trying to enter pit road or what, or may not have figured it out, but he he almost went through pit road speed in the way you would have entered it in the 1970s.
And Penske communication solid. They said, "Oh, that must be Fluffy in the comments." Fluffy, you wanna if you're watching this, you wanna join us? And now here comes the Chevys.
Oh, the
Oh, the
21
20.
just pile drove the 9. I don't know if
Oh,
that's a penalty, but that would be really interesting because the 21 may have caused the 9 to speed there with that move. I don't even think he tried to slow down.
oh, uh, I question that move pretty bad right now for the 21. Here comes Joker right now. He's currently out of the pits. So is Riley still our leader? Yeah.
I'm not sure what all happened there because the 9's out in front of the 21.
I gotta see this.
The 18 is he's up to full speed. The 2 is up to full speed coming off of turn 2. He's catching the 9 pretty quick.
Yeah, here they come. 2's got some speed.
Yeah, the 88 and the 48 are coming to the line now. They look to be the leaders here. Those are 2 of the guys that did not get a penalty. Feels like a lot of the field did. So you've got the 88, the 48, and the 3 that did not get a penalty on that. The 9, the 21 clearly got a penalty. Field's just all split up at this point.
I just want to say this for someone who is in the Penske chat, and I hate to admit this, but that was a really stupid move by the 21. He should not have cost himself right there. And I can confirm to you guys this, that 21 will be getting a penalty. 21 will definitely be getting a penalty.
Well, whatever happened there, I mean, I didn't see anything that precipitated itself to a piece of revenge or what, but there could have been other ways that it could have been carried out, but hey, you know, what's done is done.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, we do have the video evidence to prove what went down right there. So, I'm just gonna drink my Mountain Dew and try to move on and focus on Joker, Ubi, and Fire Slayer. But look, the 2 and the 9 are working together. Let's see, let's go ahead and keep an eye. There you see this little group right here that Nobes is leading with the 41, the 42, and what potentially looking to be the 18. They're looking to be really, really good right now.
Yeah, they got a good group of 5 guys right here. I think they're going to go around the outside of the 21. He can't give anybody a penalty at this point. But you know, he'll fall in the shotgun in this pack here, and maybe they can turn a couple good laps. I think he's going to battle the 18. He's going to battle the 18. He's going to fall in line, but this is starting to look like a pre-restrictor plate race at Talladega with how spread out the field is.
So let's go ahead and talk about our. The 21 made. Wow, 21 made a bump to the 18. Let's see if the 18 will retaliate. I have no idea what's going on with this 21 right now. But
Yeah, he's racing with emotion, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, plenty of it. Plenty of it, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure where they are. I think Nobes leading this group is in 8th place, and they look to be catching JoJo at a pretty quick clip. There's only 3 laps left in the stage. To a lot of drivers' relief to catch back up with all of the issues that have been going on. It looks like the 9 is with the 2. So a group of 5 here may become a group of 7 by the end of the stage. But it doesn't look like there's going to be anyone that's going to catch the 88, the 48, or the 3.
And let's go ahead and break it down to our playoff situations right now. Heading towards Bristol for 2 drivers. Dylan is in a must-win situation for this coming Thursday at Bristol. And for the Heredia God, I think the Heredia God should be okay with the points that he has. But yeah, we'll find out at the end of the race. But
yeah,
that is for 2 of our playoff drivers for this coming Thursday's race at Bristol. Make sure you guys tune in for the Xfinity Series race, 7:20 Eastern Time here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe for that notification bell so you will not miss any action whatsoever.
Yeah, the Heredia God, to update him, is 64 points above the cut line. So I think the furthest he can fall back to the cut line is probably with about 28 points. Would be the closest he could get to that cut line. He should be good going into. What is going on down here with the 48 and the 88?
That's a bit. Before you say anything, I think we need to keep an eye on this. What is happening?
I mean, they're up here, the 3 of them. So I guess fooling around is gonna is a little bit of okay.
What in the?
Yep. You know what? They're playing with house money at this point. I keep on saying that, but they have, they're entering turn 1 right now. That was the stage, by the way.
Yeah, that was stage. Stage 2 results is looking to be the 88, stage 1 winner or stage 2 winner, might I add, then the 48, then the 3. That was I guess they said, hey, we're all alone, so let's go ahead and have a little battle, see who's going to make it to the line first. And that's exactly what you're seeing. And also, you're also being mentioned in a comment from Riley in the chat there, Delator.
Yeah, I see that.
That was a very interesting stage. That was a really, really interesting stage.
Well, I mean, that's what can you expect out of the end of a stage? I mean, everybody wants that one playoff point. Joker got that again. Again, he's playing with house money. He already won at Homestead, so he's just padding his playoff point total for the next round.
Alrighty, looks like stage 3 is upon us, and yet look at the 2 guys that have been battling with. It is the 14 of Nobes and the 88 of Joker. Green flag is back in the air. Let's see how this goes for stage 3. And here comes Joker's. Joker's trying to be able to get down. The 20's up there. We see the 20 and the 88.
Oh!
Contact being made by the 18 and the 14. 88 and the 14. 20 gets some contact for himself. They're going 3 wide in the back. The 48 makes some contact with the 2.
The 14 had to take 2 tires there to get himself in the front. Oh my gosh, this is bad.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire on this one.
How does the 88 clear himself over the 14 right there?
That is a really interesting move right there by the 88. That is a really, really interesting. How do these guys make it from 3 wide to 2 wide just like that? And we thought there was going to be a big wreck coming. And this is stage one. This is the lap one of stage 3 we're talking about here, folks.
Yeah, well, they're going to get settled in here after that. I think everybody was just kind of hoping that they
Oh,
could get up as
18.
far as they possibly could.
Take it. What are you saying, Haria?
I'm looking. It looks like they were 3 wide, 3 rows deep.
Oh, take a pic. Okay, yeah, we'll make sure we'll do that. Okay, I just didn't see. All right, make sure.
We'll have to edit something there.
And Miss Soaps comes in and says, "Shut up, Heredia." Oh man, these guys in the comments won't do, especially with Heredia and Miss Soaps. Something I do want to point out earlier, if you guys watched the Xfinity series, you guys know that Miss Soaps is now a back-to-back winner, and yet even though he's moving on to the next round, he's still wanting to make a statement. Could Joker be in the same position right here?
He's going to have a lot of work cut out for him because he's leading this pack and he's using a lot more fuel than I think he would like to. Leading here doesn't do him any good, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what the fuel is going to look like here. I'll get a clearer picture of that in a few seconds, but leading this pack is an interesting strategy here for Joker. Oh, it doesn't even matter at this point because you're going to have to pit only once because there's 16 laps left of fuel and there is 29 to go in the stage. So you can run this out and then you run out just about a full run on the next one. So as Nobes takes the lead, I think, all he's got to do is hold these guys back behind him.
Let's go ahead and keep an eye on the back with Drunk Fest. You see Mike G riding along there. Here comes the 9 of Captain Jack. Could Drunk Fest... Oh, he doesn't have enough room to come down yet, but yet... Here comes Brody trying to make it 3 wide. 3 wide between the 42, the 2, and potentially the 18.
The 42 doesn't need to be 3 wide right now. He has not had the first 2 stages that he would have liked. So if I'm Birdie here, I fall in line and just pray that he can survive to the end of stage 3. At least get to the pit window, have no mistakes, don't speed, and find yourself in the front towards the end of this because it's going to come down to a mistake on pit road to really eliminate a lot of these guys.
And that's exactly what Brody needs to do. He needs to follow in that second line of drivers that are trying to be able to make their way up there. And we've seen this in stage 1, but yet we've seen them forming a second line, especially in stage 2, and yet that line has worked really, really good, but yet can this help them out? Drunkfest looks trying to pass the teammate to 14. A battle for the lead here. Joker's gonna get in the way of the 22. And
Joker!
Joker, what a
Joker!
Wow. That's a caution.
Did the game call that?
The game called that. Wow. I don't know what Joker did. I don't know if he was trying to if he was trying to break that second line, but it costed him big time.
Well, whatever it did, it just put everybody in a position where they're gonna have to stop if they stop it here too. So, whether you stay out or whether you come in here, still gonna need one stop.
I don't know, like from a veteran driver like Joker is, he got himself into a really bad position right there.
Yeah, he got himself into a bad position, but it's not really one that he was worried about. He already won, so he's on to the next round. He's got this race in Bristol to really just set himself up for the elimination round.
Green flag back in the air with now your new leader. Potentially, it is now JoJo. And here comes the 48, who got a chance to lead a couple of laps and have a nice little battle. Sorry, a nice little battle for stage 2. But can he execute and join his teammate and always Joker going into the next round? All these questions about to be answered, but yet 19 making a move. Let's go ahead and battle on with the 19 real quick. If I can find him. Something we need to keep an eye on right now.
Yeah, Big Man has had a good race, a very quiet race, but he has not had an issue throughout the race. For a non-playoff driver, he's really showing why he was part of the Xfinity Championship for last year.
Oh wow! I wish I could pin that comment, but I think Fluffy said, "Quick, someone find Joker's talent."
I'll reserve judgment.
And here comes Fire Slayer. Fire Slayer's going to get up in front of the 48, and Fire Slayer, could he be taking the lead over JoJo? And he will. New leader once again, being Fire Slayer, but he still needs to hold on.
Yeah, he's got to clear him here, and there's a lot of cars in that outside line, and they are really grouped up good.
They are indeed, but yet JoJo's still holding that lead. Drunk Fast. JoJo still has that good lead, and yet someone we definitely need to point out. That man right there in the 42 has had some rough stage 1 and stage 2. And look,
he jumps to the outside. Look at him.
Oh.
Worst to possibly first.
Wow.
He has got a teammate right behind him in the 3, shoving him into turn 3. Can he clear the 2?
The question is, can the 2 be able to get a chance to execute something and pull a huge win? Could a non-playoff driver get a chance to win this race? That's going to be the fun question.
This is the one place where a non-playoff driver would have the best shot at winning.
And look at this! Look at the 3 that's helping JoJo out. The 20 and the 19. That is really, really awesome. But here comes the second line: the 42, the 3, the 48, the 88, and then the man himself, the 21, is also joining there in that second line.
It looks like the outside line is starting to disintegrate here, but that was if you're the 42, you had to try that out, see if you could make that work. Now he knows what he's going to have to do later on, and he looks like he may have a lane here to get down in front of the 48. He does, and the 3 does too.
JoJo must be enjoying this lead right now, and yet this race has been full of surprises throughout the entire race, and this is something beautiful here. And that's what I love about Talladega. You never know what to expect.
It is a wild card.
Best believe it, my friend. Best believe it. And plus, something I do want to point out: we haven't had any cautions, I don't believe, besides the stage cautions.
Well, the one with Joker.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Joker did.
Yeah.
But that was only one caution. I mean, that's not bad for the talent that these Cup drivers have.
Yeah, some would say he ran out of it, but hey, he has a win, and he'll sure be quick to remind you where he is in the Cup standings.
Oh, for sure. I don't know what JoJo's going to the outside. I don't know what he's doing, but yet that's a really, I don't know why he decided to go to the outside just for him to just go back down. I don't know if he was trying to save any fuel or what he was trying to do, but we'll figure out eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a move that you need to make. It's just one of those ones that you're leading, and you know you have the ability to control the race. Maybe the 20 would have gone with the 2. The 20 may have also passed him, so he's not in the playoffs. The 20 is not in the playoffs anymore. Neither is the 19. So the first playoff car is the 41 here, Drunkfest in 4th. So only 2 playoff drivers in the top 6, it looks like. So JoJo going high into 1 and 2, he's probably just playing around with something right now, trying to see if there's something going on.
Here comes the 20, but yet the question is, can the 20 be able to get the run on the outside? Oh, something's going on with the 20, with 20 back there. The 20 is falling back. He's losing a lot of spots. Something happened with the 20. We don't know what happened. But here comes Drunk Fest. Something happened between the 20 and the 19, because I think the 19 is still right there.
Yeah, the 19 was in third behind the 20, so I'm not sure what took place. I missed that.
Yeah.
But it's a bad break for the 20. Has to go all the way to shotgun on this in this line.
Tough break, that's for sure. Tough break for sure. And here comes the 41. The 41, who's currently last in points. He's been up there, and yet he's trying to give himself a win.
Bump draft in the 2, which very Penske-esque of JoJo to pick that paint scheme, the Auto Trader paint scheme for the 2 car. The 2 car won both the iRacing race and the Cup race on Sunday, but the Auto Trader paint scheme did not have good luck at all, flipping twice in both races.
And yet JoJo's saying, hey, even though this paint scheme may not have any good luck, I'm about to prove that wrong. And he's definitely doing himself really, really good right now for him to get a chance to lead this race over a playoff driver that's right behind him, who's trying to be able to make his way into the next round.
Yeah, JoJo's just playing around, it looks like here, and Drunkfest is just going to follow in his footsteps wherever he goes. They've got a pretty good separation between them and third, which, surprisingly enough, and I think 19 is just going to lay off here. He's not going to give too much of a run. He'll close back up, but this isn't the time to really push the issue. He's got the 42. The 42 will help the 19, but the 42 being in the playoffs will go for the win, so while they have a little bit of a companionship between them,
yeah,
bet yourself that the 42 is going to leave the 19 out if it comes to it.
Oh, without a doubt, I couldn't agree with you more. So, just like I asked you the last time at the Xfinity Series, you think we're done with the cautions here?
With this group of guys, yeah, I think we are. I think this is going to come down to pit strategy and who gets off a pit road the best. If there is a caution, it will happen entering pit road, but I don't think that it will be too much of an issue, as we see the 42 is now leaving the 19 out.
Let's go ahead and ride along with Brody. Oh yeah, with this group, Brody's leading the cavalry with the 3, the 48, the 88, and the 9. See what they can do here. And you best believe they're probably going to go try to run high. If not, they'll try to do something. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at the run that the 42 just got on the top 2. And JoJo's going to move up. He's not going to be able to get it, so is that going to be 3 wide? No, the 41 backs off.
And yet some of them went to the inside line. That's a really interesting call. But yet new leader, a man who went from last to first now, the McDonald's man himself, Brody.
That'd be a really good thing to DoorDash about right now.
Oh, trust me, I had some Taco Bell for dinner, so it's all good from here.
Hey, one thing that we haven't talked too much about at this rate, I think we touched on it earlier on, fuel strategy. They just took 12 laps to go in the race. There's about 10 or 9 laps to go on their tank of gas. Do you think that there is anybody in this field right now that is going to be able to save those 2 laps with as many laps as they have left in this race?
That's a really big question. That's a really big question. But let me ask you this with another question. Do you think we'll end up seeing some speeding penalties?
Oh, no doubt we'll see some speeding penalties. I don't think that there's really too much doubt about that. Someone's going to want to get a little extra. You want to go hard on a pit road, and sometimes that does bite you in the rear end. But now I understand why the 19 was leaving such a huge gap between him and the 2 and the 41.
I believe so. Really interesting call by the 19 of Big Man.
He's a smart racer, so if he thinks he can save, he hasn't led at all in the stage, so he has the opportunity, because he's gotten the draft off of the cars in front of him. He has saved a lot more fuel than those who are running in front. So Jojo in the 41 may not be in the best fuel position. The 19 may be in a better fuel in a better fuel spot, but we'll find out here coming up soon. I don't think that he could make it, though. I really don't. I mean, this is going to be a gutsy call, but I think he'll run out somewhere on the track, because I don't think that 19 pits.
This is all about who's going to be able to make the right calls, who can go into the pits and not speed, who will end up making the right decisions, who can make some wrong ones. That's something that we'll end up looking forward to coming after green flag stops, which that should be right around the corner. I think the 42, he's got himself the lead that he needs. And yet, not only that, but yet with every lap that he's led, are some much needed points. And for him to struggle with the first two stages, this is definitely a stage he needs to be able to win. Plus, I mean, he will move on to the next round. So yet, I'm giving that.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
How much has he saved? It really comes down to that. I feel like every time I'm in the booth, it really comes down to who has saved enough gas. We're not going to get a caution here unless something happens entering pit road. I'm really hesitant to say that Brody is the car to beat at this point. There's got to be a lot of guys that are not giving it 100% just to make it to the end of this. They're going to be really close, and I'm still not sure if they're able to save enough. But this is a bold strategy. If anyone's able to save, I'll be shocked.
Well, let me put in a little quote from the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Since Brody is the man, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. So yet everyone's definitely trying to be able to take that spot away from Brody right now.
Yeah, well, in the first two stages, Brody looked more like Santino Marella than fucking Ric Flair. Excuse me.
You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. I mean, that goes to show the beauty of Talladega for you. Ooh, we about lost it there, but yet still saved it. This is a really interesting top five right now, being Brody with 3 Chevys and 2 Fords rounding out the top 5. And looking to be, and yet the non-playoff driver, or sorry, the 3 non-playoff drivers that are in this pack is the 22, the 2, and the 3. Meanwhile, it's the 42 and the 48 that are the only playoff drivers in this top 5. And looks like they're about to approach some lap traffic, and it looks like the 20 is going to come up real on the high side, and the 20 will be lapped. Here comes the rest of the field.
Who's that out front? Is that the 20, the 21?
That looks to be the 21. Yes, it is. So far, we've only had one car a lap down, and that is the 20. And
yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna work.
I think the 21 is on the inside line. Let's see what they can do here. They're gonna catch this 21. So obviously, the 21 should be able to get out of the way, especially with how fast they're going compared to the speed that the 21 has.
So that tells me that the 21 was. Oh, here comes just about everybody on a
oh,
pit road.
who's who?
No?
No.
Oh, the 41 missed it.
Oh, wow, the
Did he
41.
miss it? He did
No.
miss it. He
Oh,
missed it. Oh, drunk.
tough call, tough break right there with the 41. Wow.
That's. Oh man, that's deflating.
That
He had
is.
such a good run too, and he was gonna make up a ton of points, but oh man.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
21
oh.
Barrett. Oh, the
What is
21.
the?
What is
All
going
right,
on?
I don't understand what he's doing here, but
He,
I'm not in his head.
what is going on with the 21?
Not sure, but the 20, the 18, and the 14 stayed out here. They got the 21 right behind them, and who is that that's coming up? The 19 is, on the back end of that that threesome there.
Ah,
As they're wrecking on pit road. Thanks, 704.
something. Yeah, I agree, because for those who are just now joining us, and I hate to break up a little race recap, but we saw the 21 make a really bold move against the 9, and then the 21 makes another bold move with what just happened right there. What?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what his motive was behind that. I don't see a reason for that at all. That's to me. I'm scratching my head.
Me too. And yet this is someone from Penske who's scratching his head. I just don't know why would you do that. I mean, you're already getting a penalty, and plus, I mean, you're just adding more fuel to the fire for yourself, bud.
Hey, Jake, I think what we need to do is we need to focus on the 20 and the 14 up here.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
I don't know if they're going to be able to save enough, but they're running real close. Now, they're not even running at full speed, so
But the thing is, though, is
they're making their bed.
But the thing is, I think the 20 is a lap down, though.
The 20 is the 20 is not on the lead lap. So Nobes here is running it out like Darrell Waltrip in the 1989 Daytona 500. He is just using that 20 for fuel savings.
Are we on the last lap?
I think he's out.
The 14?
I think the 14 might be out of fuel. Oh my god, if he's out of fuel.
Oh boy. He's out. He's out.
He's sputting. He's sputting.
What's it?
What is it? The 22 is trying to push him.
That's awesome. That's actually really cool to see the 22 help him to 14.
Oh man.
Everyone's slowing down.
Trout is out. Trout looks like he could be out too. What is this the last lap? Tell me this is the last lap.
This is the last lap.
Oh my god, if the 22 pushes the 14 to the win here, they're down below the yellow line.
No way.
There is nobody within 30 seconds of the 14.
No way. Is it?
He's not. He won. The 14 just won the race. The 14 just won the race, being pushed by the 22. What a move!
What? Oh. Wow. Oh my. I'm speechless. I am speechless right now. Oh my gosh. Nose is moving on to the next round, and I think that might be his first win of the season, ain't it?
That is Nope's first win in the Cup Series.
That is awesome. Let's go.
That is amazing. I'm inviting Nobes into this party here. I need to get him in on this.
Who's the top three? Is it Nobes and who else?
Fire Slayer and Brody.
Get them in here too if you don't care, please. Oh my gosh. That was something. I'm still speechless right now, y'all. That is awesome. The 22 just helped the 14 get a win and move on to the next round.
If that isn't some Cars type of thing, I don't know what is. That was amazing just to see how much, what kind of sportsmanship that was.
Could that be one of the best moments we've seen of the season?
Absolutely. Without question, I think that is one of the best moments that we have seen this season. For as good as a guy and as clean as a racer as Nobes is,
One
you definitely have one coming to you if you
that
are that good of a driver.
that is beautiful. We definitely need the 14 to come up in the booth. Oh, that is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. There's Brody. Oh, Brody.
I can't even be upset about that.
No, you can't.
No,
No,
no, the
no,
20.
you can't.
They were goaded for that.
There he is. There's our weight race winner.
Who?
Knows with the most amazing moment we've seen thus far in the season.
That was so messed up.
Congratulations, Nobes.
Oh my
Yo.
god.
He's got he's got an oversized fuel cell in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even be upset. How? I can't even.
An oversized fuel cell. Nobes, how did you do it?
Oh man, I don't even know. Like, I figured I had nothing to lose, so why not go for it? But like, there was times I was like 20% throttle down the backstretch and staying in the pack there. So I was like, okay, this might work out if we keep doing this. And yeah, I honestly didn't think it was gonna work, but it did. That was sweet.
Take us through the last 10 laps and what was going through your thoughts. And was you even in the party with the 22?
No, no, I have no
What?
idea why he helped me. That was really cool.
Wow.
No, but yeah, Drunk Fest was in the party. And I was like, no, I don't think you're allowed to do that. And then 22 just did it anyways, but I didn't ask him to, so whatever.
A win is a win. I mean, take it, but
Yeah. Whew.
I mean, that is definitely possibly one of the best moments we've seen in the Cup Series thus far in the season. That is
I have to
awesome.
talk to Mike G about that one.
And look at you, Mr. Fire Slayer, being back up in here, another top 3 added to your list. That's awesome. Congratulations, bud.
Well, thank you. I'm gradually getting more comfortable running with these guys, so I can start pushing it a little bit more.
So,
Yeah, didn't I tell you earlier, Jake, that Pennsylvania drivers drive smarter?
yeah, I definitely do agree. I definitely do agree. We actually talked about whenever you led the race there, Fire Slayer. We talked about your knowledge, and then Fire Slayer, or sorry, Dalator brought up a lot of good points too. So that was
Like what?
Dal- since you're from
Well, I mean, if you want to
Pennsylvania,
go, yeah,
go ahead.
Pennsylvania, I mean, the nostalgic feeling of having the 3 out front of Talladega. Just, how cerebral you are when it comes to plate racing or just racing in general. You have a pretty good knowledge as to what the car needs and what you need out of the car before a pit stop. So it just seemed like you had what it took today. Obviously, with the fuel strategy, I think you may have had something for Nobes if it wasn't for an extra can of Tim Hortons.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't believe he made it.
Yeah.
And something that me and Dalator have been talking about from last to third, Brody, man. That was awesome. Good run for you, man. How did you do it?
I don't even know. I was trying that whole race to make something happen. Every single time I tried to make something happen, I just lose the draft. So, I'll definitely take a third place finish.
Alrighty. Nose, now that you're now advanced to the next round, thanks to an extra can of fuel that you had there, what's going to be the mentality for you to go into this next round?
Honestly, it's probably going to take another win if I want to keep going, so we're just going for wins at this point.
All right. Firestone, I'm gonna ask you a question. What can you do to be able to get yourself a win until we get to Chicagoland? What can you do until we get to Bristol?
Well, Bristol's one of my better tracks, but I mean, you got if Heredia shows up, phew, I don't know. But I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and just bear down and just keep the elbows up.
And Brody, let's say congrats on the third place finish. But yet, what can you do to be able to execute a win at Bristol?
Stay in front of Heredia. He was downright the fastest car at Bristol, and it honestly surprised a lot of people because we came into that race thinking that Uvi had it in the bag. So, beat those two guys. That's really going to be the key. Stay in front of those two guys.
Alrighty, Dalator, you have any more questions before we ask their final thoughts and opinions?
I don't, man. My final thought is, holy hell, man. I know I'm not supposed to be biased, but man, Nobes, I am so happy for you winning that race.
Yeah, alright. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and ask Brody, what are your final thoughts and opinions before we hop off the air?
Well, I wish, since it was a smaller field, that we had put it on high draft, so the high lane actually would have made a difference. It was not really fun riding around in a line.
We
But,
tried.
yeah, I know. Trust me, Nobes and I were trying that whole race. So,
Alright.
I'm happy for Nobes getting his first ever win. That's all I gotta say.
Alrighty, and Fire Slayer, man, give us your final thoughts and your opinion on tonight.
I feel the same way. I mean, I voted for the normal draft, but I mean, after running that race, I wish we would have went to a different draft package. Make the racing a little bit more exciting for us and the fans.
Alright, and last but least, the man with the most amazing moment that we just witnessed. The man who took the 14th victory lane to get his first win in the Cup Series, Mr. Nobes. Any final thoughts and opinions, buddy?
Uh, I just want to say SHR and Ford superior, and we're gonna go get it tomorrow.
Oof.
You're definitely making your owner Mayhem tomorrow really happy with that win, man. Alrighty, but yet that'll do it for our doubleheader, man. Talladega brought out a lot of crazy moments for the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series, man. For the Xfinity Series, Mr. Masob's going back-to-back wins and got himself his second win in a row at Talladega. And Nobes here, bringing the 14 to victory lane. He'll be moving on to the next round. So, don't forget, guys, we have our truck race this coming Wednesday night. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell for that. Make sure you guys subscribe. And not only that, but yet leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. But yet, for Dalator and for Code Red Do, for the Xfinity Cup Series, they'll be going live this Thursday night at Bristol at 7:20 Eastern Time. And we hope to see you guys there. But for right now, saying so long from all of us here at the Hennessy Performance Series. Saying so long. We'll see you guys later on.